Good morning, adventurers. We've just gotten all packed up here. We're going to be leaving Bath, and we're going to be heading to the town of Cirencester?
Cirencester.
Cirencester is how you pronounce it.
Cirencester, but apparently
we were way off.
Cirencester.
But before we head up there, we're going to stop in Bath, and we're going to see the Roman baths, the ruins that are there, because it's like a must-do thing when you're visiting Bath, and we didn't have time to do it, so we figured we'd do it on the way out.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's going to be pretty dang amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen any. We've been to like thermal baths before, but never this old.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
But we had an amazing time staying here at the Bainsbury house. If you guys find yourself near the Bath area, definitely book this house. We're going to have a link in the description below so you can do that.
Yes, and our hosts, Clive and Kai, they gave us a discount code, so we'll have that below as well. So you get a little discount when you come.
Yeah, but this has been one of our favorite places in England so far. Our hosts have been amazing. The house is off the chain. It's the kind of house where they just think of everything. They have this whole book where, like, if you have a question about the TV, about the dishwasher, about anything, you can go in that book and figure it out.
Yeah.
Which I like, because then you don't have to bug the host all the time.
Exactly. They have so many recommendations for hikes around here, things to do. We didn't have to bug them once, and we found all kinds of great things to do.
Allison left the trunk open. Oopsie. All right, now we're on the road.
Now we're going.
We ended up getting the same parking spot that we got the other day when we came down to Bath. This is like a secret parking hack because then you don't have to pay for parking ride. You get 3 hours of parking here, and you don't have to pay for a parking lot.
Yeah, you get a little exercise in.
Yeah, but this is on Holloway Street, right next to the city. So if you find yourself in Bath, that is the place to park.
100%.
I just read that this church here on this site, back in 973 was when the first King of England was crowned. King Edward. That's freaking nuts. That's what's so cool about England. You never know when you're going to turn a corner and read a plaque or something and find something that's just like so old it's stupid. Arrived at the Roman baths. This bathhouse is one of the best preserved ancient sites in Europe. It was actually started in about 70 AD, and then over the course of the next 300 years it was built up into a lot of the ruins that you see today. Obviously it's been dilapidated and destroyed quite a bit since then. So
even though these baths were created like 2,000 years ago, they were covered up for most of that time, and it wasn't until about 300 years ago when people started excavating here and found out that there were temples below, and then it was later on that they even found out that there were the thermal baths. And so it wasn't until the 1800s, I guess, when this became open to the public for people to come and see what had once been here. And one really interesting thing to note is that the baths are actually 4 meters below ground level because over the years people kept building on top of the site and burying it further and further down.
So if you look down here you can see where the actual bath structure is. So this line right here is the original ruins, and then you can see how they've kind of built up on top of that to create the structure that you see today. And then actually over here, these are the streets of Bath, just right over there. So you can see that this street level is much higher than the actual level of the baths over there. These statues here that are lining this terrace area were actually built after they discovered the ruins and started excavating them in the 1800s when they opened them to the public. They wanted to make it look more Roman. So these are a bunch of Roman figures like Julius Caesar over there and Claudius, both of whom apparently invaded England at one point or another. The water just looks so steamy and inviting. I'm so sad we can't swim in it.
It is kind of cool though that it's green. It makes it look really like mystical and magical.
Since this stuff is so old and so destroyed, you just kind of have to fill in the blanks and use your imagination. You can see over here, they had, these are the ruins that were there, and then they kind of built up what it might have looked like on top of it. So you can kind of get a sense of what this room is actually like. It's pretty neat. This is the overflow from the sacred spring. It goes into here and then flows down into the river. It's real warm though. You can feel the heat emanating from it. It's pretty cool.
Nice. I don't want to leave.
But when you come out here, this is not what you would have seen 2,000 years ago. Because 2,000 years ago, there was a roof up there. The Victorians decided against the roof up there, which they were actually asked to put in. But because there wasn't enough money, the roof went. And it's because of the Victorians creating this open-air terrace that we have got our green water. The sunlight encourages the algae to grow, and that is what is green in the water.
All the rooms in this area have these little videos going to give you an idea of what it looked like back in the day. And this one's really, it kind of looks like ghosts in here.
It's like a little projected hologram or something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All these ladies bathing. They're all butt naked. This is pretty cool though, because it's supposed to like give you an idea of what happened in this room.
Yeah, they said this would be where you got like oils and stuff like rubbed into you, and then they would scrape off all the oil and the dirt and get you all ready and clean.
So that's what they're doing here, scraping off all the oil.
Yeah.
They have some people scattered about the complex that are doing like little demos of things and giving like little informational tidbits. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's also a free tour. I think it's every hour on the hour, which is pretty sweet. I'm gonna encourage you to check that one out.
Yeah, we caught a little bit of it and it was pretty cool. The guides are very good. They're very knowledgeable.
Yes.
So back in the day, there was actually a floor right here that was supported by all these stacked tiles, and there would be a furnace under here that would create heat throughout this, and it would heat the room above it. So this was like a hot area, and then over here is like a frigid pool where you dip in after you get really hot. So we've made our way through the baths. Now we get to drink the water from the bath. They have it all treated here for you to taste.
What was the lady's name? Was it Minerva?
Minerva?
Yeah. All right, Minerva, give me some of your badass powers. Ooh, it's nice and warm.
It's supposed to be super healing. Ooh. Do you feel healed?
I feel like it's got some iron in there. It kind of tastes like warm pennies. All right, well.
Let me try this.
There you go.
Is it? Oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know why I thought it would be cold. Good. It's not good.
I'll just leave it for bathing.
Yep, it tastes like pennies.
Yeah, it's like nice, warm.
Yeah.
pennies.
Ooh. Well, that wasn't good. I thought it'd be really, really nice and really fresh, but it's not at all. Ugh. We are done exploring the baths. That was amazing.
That was very cool. It's so interesting because you walk around Bath, and because it's all underground, it doesn't look like we walked around the entire bathhouse area, I guess. We're like, well, it must be pretty small, but it's huge. There's so much to it.
And if you're into history, this is definitely something to check out. If you're not so much into history, you might not like it, but for us, it's really cool. We've said this before, I think, when we were in Angkor Wat, but when we do stuff like this, it's so fun to just put yourself in the position of the ancient people who used to live here and the people who built it and the people who would go to the baths.
Yeah.
And they had all these like reenactments and stuff.
Yeah, that was really helpful to really, and they found all these artifacts around here, so it was really like, you could really get a sense of how the people lived and like what they were into. It was really, really neat.
Now we are going to get some much needed food. I think we're gonna get some Chinese. I don't know why, we're just in the mood for Chinese, so.
Yeah.
We looked up a place, we're gonna go check it out.
Okay.
Found some random noodle place called Gongfu. We're the only people in here. And
Like 2 o'clock.
yeah, it's like 2 o'clock, but we ordered some just amazing looking noodle dishes. I got the Thai masaman curry, which should be just a little bit spicy, and we both got egg noodles and vegetables. But what soup did you get?
I got the tom kha soup, which is the one I used to make with you and Nikita before we actually went to Asia even. And I haven't been able to find the seasoning anywhere, so I figure I'll try it here. What? Oh my god. It's so delicious. It's a little sweet and creamy and tangy, a little bit spicy, which is awesome.
Is there coconut in
Oh my
there?
god. Oh, it's got everything. It's so good. Some ginger. Oh man, I love it.
Gotta see what this masaman curry is about. Just get a big old vegetable there. Give it a try. Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Whoa.
Jeez. Holy cow, man. It's like sweet and tangy, and it's really not spicy at all. I would do with a little bit more spice. Oh man, that is so freaking good.
What?
Masaman curry was like one of my favorite dishes when we were in Asia. Oh man.
Oh.
This is good, huh?
That is amazing.
Wow. The place was like a little hidden gem, you guys. That was a badass meal.
And
it
you
was
can
so
craft
tasty.
whatever kind of dish you want. You can pick noodles, rice, meat, veggies.
Yeah,
like
and
50
I highly
different
recommend
sauces.
getting the medium because we got the large
It was
and
too much.
it was too large.
Yes.
But pretty good find. $6, £6 for the medium. So definitely get that if you come here. We just drove through Bath, and the views in that city are incredible. Now we're outside of the city, and the landscape is just like opened up, and there's farmland as far as the eye can see. And it's all
Banana
green.
town, you guys.
Yeah, it's so good. And the sky just looks amazing. This is when it sucks that you're driving, because I got to keep my eyes on the road, but it's pretty hard to not look at this beautiful nature. We've arrived at our quaint little Airbnb here in Cirencester. That's how you say it, right? Okay. I'm gonna mess that up at some point. But the heater over there doesn't work. This is the only one that works, and it is ice cold in here.
Freezing.
Yeah, so we're literally just like, and she doesn't have her phone, so we just have this phone, and we're all huddled up over here, like trying to do stuff and figure out what to eat. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. I think
Hopefully this place will warm up though, because I'm freezing. My toes are numb.
Oh, they're just
completely.
numb. But there's only 2 little heaters in here, so
Yeah.
we'll keep them going strong and see if it helps.
Well, the other one doesn't work, I told him.
Well, that one. But there's one in the bedroom.
Oh,
but-
there is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's up
Well, that's
on
good.
10, but I don't know.
We should close the door back there and make sure that gets warm at
Oh,
least.
yeah. I don't know. Well, we were trying to decide if we should go to a pub or go to the grocery store. And I think we decided grocery store because the pubs around here are a little pricey.
Yeah.
I think we'll go explore later in the week, and tonight we'll just research everything we want to do while we're here.
Yeah, the town looked pretty charming. We did a little, we actually had to park like a quarter mile away from where the place actually is.
But it was free parking.
Yeah, it was free
Yeah.
parking, and we got to, walk around the town at night a little bit, and it looked pretty charming.
Yeah.
All the towns in England are charming, all right?
Yeah.
We ended up just going to a Waitrose down the street, and I was going to bring my camera and show us just picking out some stuff, but I forgot. I forgot the camera. So
Yeah.
we're back, and we have our delicious pre-made meals heating up
Yeah.
right now.
We did just find out that we are gonna go stay in another YHA at Shakespeare's hometown. We're gonna be staying in this little awesome, I think it's like a log cabin in the middle of nowhere, I think, outside this town. So we're really excited
That'll be
about
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah, but that just got confirmed, so stay tuned for those vlogs. Tomorrow, yeah, we'll work. We'll figure out what we're actually gonna do here.
Yeah.
And just take a chill day. Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.